Well, the UK economy is rolling right along. Britain's unemployment rate falling to the lowest level in 11 years, 3 months after their vote to exit the European Union. The unemployment rate edging down 0.1%, 4.8% in the July-September period. The number of people in the workforce rising by 49,000. And our next guest, well, rumors are today he could be headed to the House of Lords after leading the British campaign to exit the European Union. And he just this past weekend met with Donald Trump, the president-elect, over the weekend. Joining me now, the interim leader of the UK Independence Party, member of the European Parliament, Nigel Farage. Great to have you with us, Nigel. And congratulations. Should I be calling you Sir Nigel, or are we at that point yet?
No. I mean, there is a rumour, that the Prime Minister did not put down in Parliament today that I might be going to the House of Lords. All I can say is I've heard nothing of it, so there is absolutely no need, Lou, to call me my noble lord at this stage.
Well, but you are such a noble fellow and a proven leader that I love the sound of it. And if anybody deserves it, in my opinion, it is you. And I do have to say, though, there might be some strain there with your populist vein and nature, and of course the high and mighty of the Lords. Well,
yeah, I mean, I suppose there is the impression that if you're in the House of Lords, you perhaps lost touch with the common people. Look, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen in terms of them giving me anything. But I tell you what I have got as a reward today. What I have got is the unemployment figures, which shows that despite all the complaints and all the moaning, we had Remain voters protesting on the streets of London, Remoaners, as we call them. And I've a feeling they're the very same people that were flown to New York to protest outside the Trump Tower the other day. Well, I think they're the same people.
Well, they could well be.
We were told that, well, I'm sure they are, but we were told that terrible things would happen to us, and actually, unemployment's coming down, growth is going up, new house building is at near record levels, manufacturing figures are good, the stock market's relatively strong. This idea that after a vote for Brexit we'd fall off a cliff is absolute complete rubbish.
The fearmongers,
and that is reward enough for me, frankly.
You bet. Well, the fearmongers and the attacks right now against Donald Trump, as you know, you just met with him, as I said, to our audience over the weekend. I mean, the fearmongering, the attacks have, if anything, picked up on the part of the national left-wing media in this country. The president-elect is usually accorded a honeymoon, not Donald Trump. He is the target of more venom and bile and outright nastiness on the part of the left-wing media than I've ever seen.
Well, I think there was a parallel. I think when Ronnie Reagan got elected back in 1980, it wasn't dissimilar. I mean, there was a narrative with Ronnie that he was stupid, that he was a B-list movie actor. Yeah, and everyone thought...
trigger finger on the trigger of the nuclear arsenal, all of that. You're right. But this is something different. This is something different. And by the way, in the midst of this, we're watching the stock market. Wall Street is roaring ahead. It is, without any question, a Trump rally. The dollar moving higher than it's been in more than a decade. I mean, it's extraordinary stuff.
Well, I mean, I was privileged that the president-elect gave me time at the weekend to sit and talk with him. I mean, I really was, because he's a very, very busy man. But it's pretty clear, isn't it, that what Trump wants to do is to get rid of excessive corporation tax and bring hundreds of billions of dollars back into the USA, cut taxes for individuals and build incentives. He wants to have an energy boom, almost an energy revolution, to give cheap energy that'll help manufacturing industry. I mean, everything about the Trump program is to do with growth and jobs. And you know what? It's about helping ordinary Americans, not just the big corporates. And, it's for some of those reasons that I backed him, Lou, during this campaign. This guy, he may be rich himself, but that's frankly irrelevant. I genuinely believe, having met him before, but having spent time with him this weekend, that he is on the side of ordinary, decent people. And I feel very optimistic for America's future.
And as you and all of your friends in the UK who voted with you have demonstrated, he is also, and all of his followers, on the right side of history. Nigel, it is great of you to spend time with us. We wish you well, and if I may say, Sir Nigel, it's awfully good to see you again. Look forward to our next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.